Welcome back to Ep 41 of Destination Fucked. Not even close. Maybe he can do better. Nah, he cannot. He is not the one. Come on, young fella, you're the chosen one. You've got this. Fly into a roof. Apparently he's okay. We just have to ignore the wheelchair. It's a top-notch reminder to wear a helmet. I don't know why humans have an urge to do fancy tricks. Oh, especially if it puts your testicles at risk. Say goodnight to the family jewels, mate. You bloody wrecked them. Are we about to see another wanker traumatise his beanbag? I hope not. Weddings should be a happy place. Not that happy. Fuck me dead. I cannot stress this enough. Once you are over 30, you need to be confident in your choice of pants. Stress test pants. Pace around in pants. Bring a belt you have a strong connection with to see if it's compatible with any new pants you're thinking about purchasing. How are they not laughing more? I guess that's the power of denial. It's very alluring. Anyway, this fella's like, oi, nah, I told you I'm sick. I'm bunged up in the nose and the chest. Hang on, I've got to vomit. Oh, I don't know what that's going to sound like on the other end. Your phone in flames, but hopefully it sounds like he's very sick and his workplace leaves him alone. Crikey, he's got to burn his house down. It was meant to be a relaxing, low-pressure day. If shit doesn't go tits up at your wedding, it can happen during the proposal. It's nice to capture milestone moments. Oh, no. Overcrowding from tourism strikes again. They're discussing if they can see Italy or Croatia. Then he's like, are you hungry? She says, I am. Oh, golf. Golf probably has the most destination effed moments in the world. Is he alive?
What the fuck?
Holy shit. Am I okay?
No.
Oi, did you guys know Australia has a rocket? Yeah, that's right, we're joining the big leagues. Bloody look out, our time has come to compete in the space race to put a wanker on the moon. Australia is never late, nor is it early. It arrives precisely when it means to. Come on, you fucking hunk of shit, get up there, breathe, manage the performance anxiety, don't panic, no, stay calm, no, it's going down. We can't get it up as a nation, how embarrassing. At least it's not on fire, we might be able to repair it. Okay, nah, it's on fire. Bugger. Enough of that. Moon landings are all fake anyway and Earth is flat. Let's get back to people hurting themselves from preventable actions. Someone needs to invent a better way for wakeboarders to stay hydrated, because this tactic never works. It's important when operating machinery to always make sure you control the machinery. Unfortunately, these Sheilas are now in a situation where the boat is in charge. She realizes that and decides to take control of Destination Fucked herself. The boat's on its own now, which is scary in its own right. I just had to. Laugh emoji. Okay, Uncle Aussie Man still believes in you. Oh, no! Bloody Biscuits, Dexter, Ruby, whatever the dog's name is, come back! You're not meant to be death diving, even though you nailed the landing. Come back.
This isn't what I ordered. Look at this. Did you read? Don't point it out. Did you just slap me? This is the third time you've gotten my order wrong. Look at this. No pickles, no sauce, nothing. Don't murder me. I paid for it. I want it fixed now. Excuse me. This is the third time you messed up my order. Don't shoot me at me. I want to speak to your manager right now. Me? You can't just hiss at me. This is not what I ordered. Look at it. It's cold. And there's no cheese. I waited 20 minutes. You can take it back and make it right.
Excuse me, this is the third time you spelled my name wrong on the cup. Don't you meow at me. I want to speak to your manager right now.
I asked for double meat, not double attitude. Don't you dare meow at me. I'm a paying customer.
Whoa, Subby.
No, I'm not leaving until I get a refund for that soggy mess.
You expect me to trust a paw print as proof of purchase for my broccoli cheddar soup? Don't you meow at me. I want to speak to whoever's in charge of this bakery cafe right now.
Excuse me, this is the third time you messed up my burrito bowl. Don't you meow at me. I asked for guac on the side.
Lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchigumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early.
The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with the crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? Tattletale sound and a wave broke over the railing, and every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November came stealing. The dawn it came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When the afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of hurricane west wind.
When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed ya." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya."
The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. Then later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours?
The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water.
And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered.
They parade in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bell chimes till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up for dead when the gales of November come early.
Fuck, we just got taken down.
That's all right. Stay in here. Stay with it. We're on the other channels.
Stream suspended for policy violation.
We're here.
What took us down?
We're here. It shouldn't have, but it did. But that's okay. We're here, guys. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. It should kick us back on, hopefully, in a minute. Anyway, let's continue with the show.
Okay, I'm trying to list chats now.
Okay. Hi, guys. If you can
Are we
hear
back?
us. Yeah, I don't know if we're back yet.
No, we're not back yet.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll be back. That one ran a little long. Sometimes they do that. Of course, Rumble's
Are we
up.
still
Hi,
up on the
We're up
Trailer
on Rumble. And yeah, I don't know if we're up on Trailer Park or not. Hi, everybody. It's just one of those nights. What a way to start off.
No, they took Trailer Park down too.
Okay, well, it's Rumble. We are on the Rumble and the X right now, so we're going to do a show for everybody that's over there on Rumble and X, and we're back. We're back. They put us back
Okay,
up.
We're back. Just hang tight.
By the way, guys, I do scrub those things, and they do say we can use them, but YouTube's an asshole, as usual, and the problem is that we do not monetize anything on YouTube.
They got us.
And they get a little overzealous, but we have we could use those. We can use those. I'm very meticulous about checking that, so I don't use original work.
I know.
And shout out to that group of gentlemen.
That was such an amazing cover. It was worth taking the 2-minute hit that we took. Most of you guys stuck around and wrote it out, so thank you.
Thank you. And it's still completely available on Rumble, and
we're always
X.
on Rumble. We're always on Patreon. We're free on Patreon. We don't charge you to watch on Patreon. You can always catch us on Patreon too. But fuck you, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube supposedly has lifted the big 2020 April 2020 ban where they kicked everybody off. Remember, like Convo Couch and all those guys got kicked to the curb. David Icke, everybody got ripped down. Well, of course we didn't, because we're so
meticulous about watching what we do.
Yeah,
which
so
is unfortunate.
That was weird.
Yeah, you're on both now. Still live. Yeah, guys, come on back if you want, or go to Rumble, whatever you want to do.
Come on back. We got a hell of a good show for you.
We do have a good show planned. So it was just a temporary, momentary lapse of reason by the YouTube bot that got us. Anyway, I want to shout out everybody before we get too long in the tooth here. Because
are you AI tonight? You look amazing. No, thank you.
Yeah, you do.
I took many hours to try to make myself look like myself. Fake hair, fake eyelashes, fake eyebrows. But thank you. We are here, and I'm actually feeling pretty good tonight. So
no, you look great.
I'm excited to do a show.
And
I'm so excited to hang out with all of you. I've missed you. I so looked forward to tonight, Oz. We haven't got to hang out in a while, and yeah.
No, we haven't. And
that's sweat.
Yeah, we're gonna try. If we can get a show, if we can get it up every 2 weeks, we're doing good. I'm gonna try and get it up every 2 weeks.
We're trying to get it up every 2 weeks.
Yeah. So anyway, in the chats, come Shwari Kate, and it is my pleasure to post your channel up there and pin it to the top. Check out Kate's Mixcloud. It's got great music on it. Always. Vic is in the house. Vic, what's going on, Vic? Peace, Dove. I'm glad you liked it, Peace Dove. Like I said, it was worth taking that momentary crush.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful. They really did.
Welcome to the gales of November.
Yeah, they did. Not only the
crazy puppet, you being
crew,
crazy
puppet. What's going on? Willie V is in the house, and we've got Jody Havel. Glad you liked it, Joe. Shanda, I put that on my personal Facebook page. I never do that for the show, but I thought it was so beautiful and such a nice tribute by that group that I had to do it. Shane Piper, what's going on, Shane? Peace Dove is in the house. What's going on, Peace? Cobra Commander, Fingerman, what's going on? Fingerman, I had to refriend you on the Twitter today. I don't know. I thought we were.
Yeah, Twitter's over there just fucking banning people left and right.
Yeah,
fucking Charlie Mack got ripped down twice. Like, fuck off, Elon.
No, it's really it's like Mad Max in social media. Natalie Williams, wonderful to see you, Natalie. Lady Alex, what's going on? Greetings, Myra Page and Lee Argent. There you go. Steve Wolfbrand, what's up, Wolfie? We've got Earl of Laurel is in the house. Snorky, Professor Snorky is in the house. Mastermind Hour. There's Vic again. Let me see who else we've got in here. We've got DSMSCENTESTER. I got the whole thing in there. And Fred Edward is in the house. We've got, let me see who else we got in here. Jilly Love. Hi, Jilly. If you guys would like me to send you a personal Christmas card, if you're into Christmas cards, drop me your Addy wherever you feel comfortable sending it, either to, roarmedialive@gmail.com or and the back channel on my Facebook would be great. We've got, let me see who else. Riley Martin. What's up, Riley Martin? And Natalie's there again. Let me see. I think I'm getting to the end. Shanda, who do you have? Do you have somebody that you want to shout out over there?
We got Barbecues 420 hanging out over at the trailer park, along with Jilly Love. What's up, Jilly? Fingerman's hanging out there with the Empyrean, and let's see, over on Rumble. There's a ton of you on Rumble just because YouTube sucks. Ghostard's hanging out there. Zoxovoxovix, the crazy puppet. Thank you so much.
What's up, crazy puppet?
Naybones, welcome, Naybones. Jax Page, hola, so glad to catch you live. Jax, so glad to catch you live. The crazy puppet. YouTube lost this profit. Thank you so much for the donation over on the Rumble Rants to Jax and to Crazy Puppet. Mastermind Hour jumped over there. Let's see, who else do we have? CZX and Ghost Start. Who else? Did I get Ghost Start? Mr. Worthless Eater. Lady Alex, you found your way over there too. And adore Jimmy. We all adore Jimmy, don't we? Airwaves. Shalatsky. Hi, Shalatsky. Good to see you. Shane Piper, Shalatsky? 69. You hanging in Yakima today? What's up? I think I caught everybody over there. I think I got Round Old Man Barker. Good to see you.
Round Roscoe's in the house over here on the tubes, and I just want to clean up and make sure I got everybody I can. We don't want to miss anybody. Sometimes we do.
No, because you're a fan and we love you.
Yeah,
and
we
so
want to
excited
call
to see
everybody out. So the least we can do.
Hey, Earl.
You guys have been hanging with us for years.
Cowboy Kitty, Chris Algier.
Years.
All of you. This is a family, man. This is the fam.
No, it's a privilege to have you guys here and an honor. Like I said, check out Kate's Mixcloud pinned to the top. We love that music, Kate, and like I said, it's my pleasure to pin it at the top of the show when I do. And let me see, we've got a banger of a show tonight.
I know. I wrote it. I laid in bed all week, chemoed out, and wrote it.
There's our buy us a coffee or something else. I don't even know what that is anymore. I'm losing my shit these days. And then we have this one right here. November is, Shanda. You want to talk about this a little bit?
November is Lung Cancer Awareness Month. And as you guys know, I have had a hell of a treatment month this week, in the last 7 days. I have had a blood transfusion. I had bone marrow treatments. I had 3 rounds of chemo. And then I had 4 white blood cell treatments. And I'm taking handfuls and handfuls and handfuls of meds. You know, I don't think that Lung Cancer Awareness Month gets as much play as, say, Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. You know, everybody has the Susan Coleman ribbons and stuff. So that's why I always bring it up. If you see a white ribbon, that is supporting, lung cancer research, which we need so much. We need so much more research when it comes to especially small cell lung cancer. We haven't had a lot of changes in 30 years in the treatments. And actually, we are starting to see some treatments the last couple of years, which I'm starting a clinical trial, hopefully probably right around Christmas time, I have to do what they call a 4-week washout where they take me off of everything. But right now, my blood's really fucked up. Chemo's really fucking with me. I have a really rare condition where they only see it in preemies where my red blood cells are misshapen. And then I don't have a lot of white blood cells, and then my bone marrow's fucked up. So once I get through all of these treatments, hopefully we can get to the clinical trial. But Sister Fee has taken it upon herself that she is going to get me to the finish line, and she sends me everything. I mean, she even bought me a subscription today over on Substack for an ivermectin, fenbendazole community type of thing. Like, Sister Fee, she messages me. Good time to talk to Sister Fee is early in the morning because Russia time. Like, it's so.
Yeah, before she goes to bed.
Yeah. She's. I'm just
o'clock,
waking up. Yeah, I'm just waking up, and she's going to bed. But I gotta love our brothers and sisters over there. Combo couch.
Triple shout out for Pasta and Fee. They have been by our sides. We've been by their sides. Nothing's going to change that because honestly, guys, that's just been a pleasure having such great people supporting us. We support them. You take care of each other, and check out Truthwire when you can, because they're going to come and give you some opinions and information you're probably not getting from some of the regular sisters and brothers that you might follow.
Get outside the box.
Good. Yeah, get outside the box. Anyway, let's kick this thing off.
Let's get this show going.
Rock and roll. We had a vote to get back to work and screw everybody on their medical insurance this week. Is that right?
Oh my God. So this hit me. This actually personally affected me.
Oh yeah.
You know, being on SSI, I have to supplement with EBT, and I didn't get mine at the beginning of the month. And so we went like 10 days, I think 10 days without them, which I have so many great friends and family that came by and dropped off money and dropped off food. I mean, it's not like I went without, but it messed me up because I went out and spent cash on food. And then we live in a blue state. So as soon as that judgment came down that said, you got to pay it, ours came in. So I just went grocery shopping the day before and spent like a couple $100. Like, God damn it! Like, and so we actually got ours, but many states haven't got theirs. The red states didn't, right?
Yeah, they're still working on it, and this does not bode well. Anyway, those mugs in the background, I'm going to call them mugs. Of course, Fetterman tried to alter his a little bit. I don't think he hit hard enough, but it's not going to make any sense.
Okay,
go ahead.
Hear me out. These are the Christian Cinema and Joe Manchin of right now, right? These are the ones that are not on the chopping block. They don't have anything to lose. Nobody's going to come for their seats.
They got permission. Yeah, I know.
They were the ones that got tapped on the back and said, okay, hey, you're the ones that are going to have to step forward. Too many of us have something to lose. The Democrats, all they fucking cared about was Election Day. Let's pretend the polling says that we're not doing enough for the American people. They don't like that we're not pushing back against the Republicans. So let's dig our feet in and act like we're going to get them Medicare for all until Election Day. And then, we'll go a couple days later. And then, shit, we have no control. We don't have control of the House or the Senate. So fuck it. We'll just cave and we'll get what we want out of it. But fuck the American people.
Exactly, and that would be Tim Kaine and Fetterman and Gene Shaheen and who else is up there? Oh, Dick Durbin, the Dick.
Dick Durbin,
yeah, that guy, he's terrible, and the other nasties that are in there. But they did get permission to do that, and that's just how it is.
Yeah.
I just, again, well. Don't you want people to eat?
But it was a promise. It was a promise that maybe they'll get a vote on extending Medicare.
Yeah, well, they're not going to get a vote. I'll be shocked, Shanda, if they have any kind of a plan.
It was a verbal promise.
Handshake. It was a dirty handshake from somebody that you can't trust.
They're all gentlemen.
Yeah, when you can't trust either side of the duopoly, what the hell? What's that good for? I mean, they were in a power position to do something. But, again, what are you going to do? And, yeah, that was Maggie Hassan And let me see, who else is up here? Oh, yeah, Jackie Rosen and Senator Cortez Masto and Angus King. He's a real piece of work, too. So,
Angus.
you know, whatever.
Angus.
But if you ever wonder what one of the big problems is I kid you not, the same Republicans who voted in July to cut nearly $200 billion from SNAP to pay for tax cuts for billionaires like Elon Musk are now trying to blame Democrats. Democrats for not funding SNAP. You can't make this shit up. Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. That $200 billion went to the military-industrial complex. It didn't go to for tax cuts. The tax cuts are on top of everything else. So, you know, they fuck you at the drive-thru every single time. So get used to it, guys. And
hey, at least they let you drive through.
Yeah, at least they let you drive through, and then that's all over. You brought this. What is this, Fetterman? Is this him falling on his face or what?
Okay, so this is Fetterman explaining himself at why he caved.
Oh, okay. Here we go, Lurch.
You've been voting with Republicans to reopen the government. Now some of your fellow Democrats have decided to join you, and we're on a path to reopening. What do you think changed the minds of your colleagues to make them see things the way you've been seeing them?
I think collectively within the caucus, they realized this has to end. And now the kinds of mass chaos now that we've been facing. And, you know, I've been one of the very few that have been voting consistently from the beginning that it's always wrong to shut our government down. And now here we are 40 days into it. Now, how much farther can it go? How long can it go? And now you have 42 million Americans on SNAP, and people haven't been paid in 40 days, and that's growing. And now our air traffic system across the country now is under significant stress. In Philadelphia, you know, 18 out of 22 air traffic controllers didn't show up in a morning. And it's like things now has to end. And I think enough people collectively agreed we would find 8 people overall to do that, and we needed 5 more, and that's exactly what happened last night.
There you go, Santa. Take it away.
Well, there you go. He was worried about air traffic safety. So voting is like ordering from a menu where everything gives you food poisoning.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
everything gives you food poisoning.
Absolutely.
So what's going to happen now? They're going to have this vote, and what's the vote supposed to be about?
The vote's about screwing the American public. They're going to sneak all kinds of crap in. Go up 1.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. So remember, he just said that 18 out of 22 air traffic controllers called in sick, right? Because they weren't getting paid and they were like, screw it. Well, it turns out yesterday that Kristi Noem issued $10,000 bonus checks to the TSAs who didn't call in sick. Too bad for those 18 that called in sick.
I want to present to you a check and say thank you from the American people. Appreciate it. Ashley, thank you. Yes. And is Leo here? All right, Leo.
Oh, this is the Trump administration saying, look at us.
All right, well, it's a nice moment that we were able to catch live there in Houston, Texas, John, as Kristi Noem hands out those checks to those TSA.
Oh, my God. They have to make
So here's my thing. I have a ton of family that works at the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. They went 40 days without pay. Where's their $10,000 bonus?
Yeah, where is it? I wouldn't put it past these guys to call the air traffic controllers in that region and say, hey, don't show up to work and we'll get you back started up next week. Would you put it past them?
Oh, fuck no. I do not. We've got the slimiest government out there. Are you kidding?
Yeah. We're being worked. All of us are being worked. What do you bring James Lee here? What's going on with James?
James is talking about the shutdown and Chucky Schumer.
Okay.
Now we know the whole government shutdown thing was always just a big ploy. Let me explain. So first, the news just broke that the longest ever government shutdown is finally coming to an end. They're saying that the broad framework for this agreement was negotiated by Senator Angus King, Jeanne Shaheen, and Maggie Hassan, as well as GOP senators, has now, quote, more than enough members of the Senate Democratic Caucus to advance, according to 2 people granted anonymity to disclose the terms. So then I went to research what was so different about this new bill, and the answer is absolutely nothing. They say that this deal is a pragmatic off-ramp from the initial stalemate, a quote-unquote cleaner CR with some wins for both sides, but it largely kicks the core fights, ACA subsidies, Medicaid, Medicaid cuts down the road without resolution. So why the vote now? Well, it's this. One of the main reasons why the shutdown began in the first place is because the Democrats feared electoral backlash from their base. This is an article from last month. They said that, quote, it's been clear to them that the American people don't want to see a Democratic Party that capitulates to a Republican extremism. They want a party that stands up for people's health care, that stands up for our democracy, and that's what they're doing now. And that message worked brilliantly for the Democrats. They absolutely shellacked the Republicans in the elections last week. And now Democrats who won their elections last week are coming out and saying, yeah, they can be done with this government shutdown now. Yeah, that big fight over health care, yeah, that is not even in this new bill. So we had a 40-day government shutdown, air traffic, a complete mess, massive bread lines across the country for absolutely no reason. Okay, it's all a freaking game to these scumbags, and the American people are always the one to suffer.
Yeah, they are the ones that suffer. And you know what? What do you do going into Thanksgiving and nobody has SNAP? People can't pay their rent. People can't pay their car loans. And do you think these companies are going to give them some love and, you know, not nail them for it? What are you going to do? I mean, Shanda, honestly, what are you going to do? They were playing chicken with the country. I said this was blackmailing each other the whole time. And Chuck Schumer, spineless fuck that he is, go ahead. Answer.
Yeah. Well, Chuck Schumer's excuse is, we don't have no power. We don't hold the Senate. We don't hold the House. We don't hold the
Well, then why did they do the fucking shutdown in the first place? Why?
So they could get elected on election day. It was all about the fucking election. That's all it was ever about. They don't fucking care about the American people. They never have. They don't give two shits about the health care and whose premiums are going to be raised and who's going to get kicked off. They don't give a shit about that. That's why it's not even talked about in this upcoming bill. There's a lot of shit in the bill that's really fucking bad, and they're doing some slimy shit, but yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with health care.
Remember this at the midterms. They're going to bollock something up really bad. Fuck something up really bad. Okay? At the midterms. Then right after the midterms, they're gonna stab you in the back.
But the American people fall for it every fucking time. You could sit last week on fucking X and see both sides of the insanity. The people who were like, learn to eat tuna fish and, you know, go to work and get a job. And
what
the people
jobs?
who were
There are
like,
no
where's
jobs.
my $12,000 in food stamps? Like, and then the people that are like, food stamp fraud is everywhere. No, it fucking isn't. Like, it was just, so much of it was even AI now. I mean, I just sat there watching the American public be played on both sides emotionally, just ping, 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 ping,
and
ping.
They're still doing it.
They had
fools. They had fun doing it. Congress has allotted a daily meal stipend of $79. The average SNAP benefit per person for a month, $188.
Yep.
Fucking.
I get $249 for a whole month.
They're
Which,
evil.
whatever, I'm not complaining about. It gets me my staples and I make it last, and I'm thankful for it. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, these motherfuckers get $79 a day.
I have no love for Martha Stewart. She's a snooty bitch, in my opinion.
That's true.
But I want to know why Martha Stewart went to prison, which wasn't really a prison, but for insider trading, and Nancy Pelosi's still not in prison. And, you know.
Come on. You really have to ask?
I don't have to ask. Congratulations.
Because they
to
all
CNN.
do it. That's why.
First network with more employees and viewers. Boy, that's for sure. And if Ellison gets a hold of that, they're gonna have even less. Believe me. And you brought this Cheeto. By the way, the Cheetos doesn't have the dye in it anymore.
I saw that. They're going to take the dye out of it.
But they're going to leave everything else that kills you in it.
Yeah, all of the forever chemicals will remain. Yeah. Post the best virtual metaphor for Democratic Party that you've seen. I'll start. Yeah. They don't care. They really, really don't.
You brought your friend. What's this gal's name again? I've seen her stuff.
Blakely,
yeah.
She's not my friend.
Well, she's not. She has some good points once in a while. Here we go.
Sometimes she has good.
Over the last 10 years, as the feckless, spineless, loser, failure Democrats have sold out their constituencies time and time again. Oftentimes, you'll hear them making excuses such as, but Trump, we're not in the majority, but we don't have any leverage. And they make these excuses because Democrats love nothing more than surrendering. They love capitulating and being complicit with the Republicans. And for the last 10 years, Democratic and liberal voters have been accepting their fucking endless excuses. And I'm wondering, are you guys finally there yet? Like, this question's for the norm libs. I mean, rank and file liberal Democratic voters. Those of you who are usually the first to race up to the front right after the Democrats gave up their leverage and sold you out to go. What were they supposed to do? Are you guys there yet? Are you tired yet? Are you tired of being gaslit?
Tired.
Thrown under the bus?
Shit,
fucked
I'm
over,
digging a
sold
hole.
out? Also that this pterodactyl and his corrupt, incompetent fucking colleagues can look you in the face and lie to you and tell you to get over it and that they tried. So everybody knows these were the Democrats that voted to reopen the government and fuck you over. This is going to help the Republicans double your health care costs, because you know what they got? You know what the Democrats got? Nothing. They got nothing. And you know what? Let me correct that. When I say they didn't get anything, I mean they didn't get anything for the American people. They didn't get anything for you. They did get something for themselves. I'll tell you at the end of the video why they voted to reopen it and what they got. Chuck Schumer did this on purpose. None of these people are up for re-election in 2026. They think you're dumb. Because this is the Joe Manchin, Kirsten Sinema
think you're
playbook.
dumb.
They want to fuck you over on a certain policy, or they want to sell you out on something. And so they find the lawmakers that are the least vulnerable in that moment. Kirsten Sinema and Joe Manchin, when they knew they weren't going to run for re-election and people already hated them. Now these are the boogeyman of the day. But don't let the point escape you. This is on Chuck Schumer and their so-called leadership. Because if it wasn't them, it would be a new group. It's a revolving door of sellout, corrupt, weak fucks. This is just this year's crop. Angus.
I think she nailed it.
Yeah, I think she did
it's
too.
exactly true. And we called it out for the same shit when Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema did it.
Who was talking about hemp in the chat on the YouTube a couple minutes ago? Well, I got some bad news for you on the hemp. There you go.
Yeah, so they snuck language into the funding bill that would essentially ban THC products. Meanwhile, 70% of America support legalizing marijuana. Younger generations drink less alcohol. If Republicans mess this up, you will lose an entire generation of voters. Okay, so let me tell you about this bill. Now, the hemp bill. Now, I fought very, very fucking hard for the hemp bill in 2017, 2018. I was in the industry. We knew the benefits of the hemp bill because you can go all the way back to William Randall Hearst and the publication wars of 1920s as to when hemp got the reefer madness and wrote off as a crop that could be utilized for so much in America. Now, fast forward 2018, John Fetterman gets it into the farmers bill. It's wide. It's the language on it's good. It's for commercial production. It left a lot of loopholes that got utilized by a lot of like gas station type products that we see out there across the country that I've been warning you about for the last fucking 5 years, telling you, just because it says it has CBD in it doesn't mean that it's going to have healing benefits alone. You got to have other stuff in there like THCA and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so now they are getting paid off by lobbyists that are saying, hey, we're losing a shit ton of money with this bill. And we need you to tighten up these loopholes. So, okay, here comes the pendulum swinging back way too fucking hard again. And it's pretty much going to wipe out anything that if you live in a state where marijuana is not legal and you still have access to Delta 9, these CBD strains that are very helpful for people that have Parkinson's,
I'm taking it. I'm taking it for my cancer. You're taking it for yours
gummy,
or no?
Well, I quit taking it about a year ago, but that's on me. I know how much it helps. I went to school for it. But there's something.
Yeah.
No, they're great for dogs. The dog treat ones, oh my God, they have so much anti-inflammatory and, there's just so much good that goes with this. But not just that. It's not just the edible cannabis that comes along with this. It's these things that are made out of hemp. We could literally build housing for the homeless populations, composite housing out of hemp that would last for hundreds of fucking years. Like, there's just so much good that could come from hemp. Our clothing, our fucking, it's so sustainable and reusable, and there's just so much good that could come from it. But of course, these assholes, no, we've got it. But here's the problem with it. Not only are they sneaking this in there, they're doing it basically fucking illegally. You cannot use a funding bill like this to change the structure of the way that a bill has been passed. So this little clip kind of explains it.
Yeah.
But this sets a bad precedence. They're going to keep fucking us hard.
Yep. Here you go.
Speaker Mike Johnson, Representative James Comer, and 26 others argue that a hemp THC ban tucked into a spending appropriations bill would deal a fatal blow to America's hemp sector, and they contend that the language violates congressional rules by rewriting existing law without proper committee markup or public debate. Sounds like a lot, but this is important. To them, this is more than policy, it's procedure. They argue that inserting such a sweeping redefinition of legal hemp into a spending measure flouts the principle that changes to substantive law should go through authorizing committees, not hidden in riders. So the bill's supporter, including some of the House representatives, like Representative Andy Harris, they frame it as correcting loopholes in the hemp THC space. But critics say it's an overreach with real consequences for farmers, small businesses, and the legal cannabinoid supply chain. And they have a point here. And furthermore, the letter contends that the language clearly violates rules against amending existing law via general appropriations. So in other words, you can't rewrite definitions of hemp or consumer products by sneaking it into a budget bill. And again, they have a point here. They also propose that the language would eviscerate dual-use hemp cultivators, meaning grain and cannabinoids, fiber plus cannabinoids, closing off flexibility that many growers depend on. So instead of pushing the ban, these lawmakers propose an alternative, and that is a regulatory framework for consumable hemp products with age limits, labeling rules, testing requirements, and protections against marketing to minors. So this is telling here. So really, you've got a collision between process and how laws should be made and policy. So what happens if you ban THC containing hemp? So let's dig into that more and what it really means. So what it means, well, it's a big deal, because if Congress can quietly redefine what hemp means via a rider and spending bill, they set a dangerous precedent for using appropriations as a stealth tool to remake policy. That's why you see Republicans and Democrats alike, they're pushing back here.
So that's the problem. I mean, not only, yeah, some of these loopholes do need to be shut down. That could be argued, but changing laws by writing it into a fucking spending bill? How American is that?
You had me at our government is corrupt as shit. That's all. That's all there is to it. Meanwhile, something that the House drinker's not going to run for re-election. You heard about that, right? But
yes, I did.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Christine Pelosi, daughter of Nancy Pelosi, has officially announced she is running for the California State Senate. And I want to remind everybody.
Fuck me.
Christine Pelosi knew about the rigging of the last election. And
yeah, she did. Remember, she went around, even Jimmy played that clip over and over. Her saying how it was rigged. Oh, my fucking God.
California, if you vote for Christine Pelosi and put her in, you deserve more punishment than you've already gotten from her insider trading mama. And it's really sad. Everything's falling apart here, and you can say it's the Clintons, it's the Obamas, it's the Trumps, it's the Bushes, it's the same cabal, it's all of them. So none of them are on your side. Don't ever think they are. And elections, do they matter? I don't know if they matter. They don't matter much anymore. I don't think they give a shit. You just give the hot potato back to the other side and let them fuck it for a while. So,
yep, exactly.
You put this in. I thought this was really.
I don't know who made this, but oh my God, make me puke. Pillars of progress.
Yeah.
Carved in stone, but not in preservation. Courage and conviction. These women stood for the winds of change. We're the freest or fiercest. It's hard to read. It's too dark. I can't God.
Yeah, they did not.
Every single one of them has screwed the American people. And Michelle Obama, I didn't get a chance to add that clip, sitting out there with Tracy Ross, Nepo baby, talking about how the American people are sexist and they're not ready for a female president. No, we were not ready for a drunken corporate, party plant that didn't get one fucking vote that was shoved down our fucking throats. Don't tell me I'm sexist. I want a female president. I just don't want her fucking corporately owned.
Yeah, you'd like to have one that actually earned the job, and that one down there. Shit.
Kind of like Mandani.
Yeah, you put this in too, right? We were still talking.
Democrats shocked by the landslide election of the left-wing candidate offering left-wing policies to left-wing voters. And guess what? He's decided to keep most of the same Zionists that are in control of New York City still in control of New York City.
Shocked. Just shocked. Just shocked.
To all my friends out there who were so excited. Told you so.
Yeah, I hate to say that, but yeah. Just let's see how this plays.
And I'm telling you the same thing about the new mayor or the potential mayor of Seattle.
Seattle, yeah. Wilson.
Oh my God! Quit telling me she's a socialist.
Yeah, yeah. She's gonna have to play ball. Somebody's gonna take her in the back room and tell her how she's gonna run Seattle. So I just want to remind you, if this piece of shit is the Democrats' pick for running for president, whoever's running as a Republican will beat the shit out of him. So California is a train wreck. Hollywood's burnt to the ground. And, most of this you can lay on this guy because the buck stops with this Nepo baby right here. So, once again...
I agree.
Gavin Newsom's the greasiest fucking governor they've had since... God, since forever. I don't know. I didn't think Gray Davis was such a bad guy back in the day, and they got rid of him and put in Arnie. So,
is he any worse than Jerry Brown?
Watch,
let's see. Did I watch what?
Mar-a-Lago? Is this what that's?
Okay, well, that was the Democrat suck. Let's talk about Republicans sucking. So, while the government was shut down and nobody was getting EBT, Trump decided it would be a good idea to throw a Great Gatsby themed party at Mar-a-Lago. Check out the food. That's seafood. Look at those lobster tails. Swans. Prawns. When's the last time you had prawns, Oz?
That weren't radioactive?
Yeah, right. Look at that. That's a food line at the same fucking time that Mar-a-Lago is partying it up. You can't tell me that was accidental or out of touch.
Yeah, well, there's more. This is another one. So,
he literally had women in champagne glasses dancing.
Yeah, anybody that talks about objectifying...
Did he read Great Gatsby? Does he understand what the theme was of that book? Was the ambulance and, like...
It's more like...
Obviously, you didn't get it.
More like the Betsy. If you want to talk about objectifying women, there you go. There's that. All you...
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Here you go.
I think I muted this just so we didn't take a sound hit on it. Yeah, I did. But yeah, he had live dancers. He's in the background there just partying it up. Oh, look at, they got the feathers and they had the seafood and, it wasn't out of touch at all. Not at all. While millions and millions of children went without food.
Who sponsored? Was this one of our, did Ukraine or Israel or who sponsored this party?
I'm sure Israel. Come on.
I'm sure it was Israel as well. And what do we have here? Is this him getting booed at the football game?
Yeah, this is him getting booed this week.
All right.
But is he really getting booed?
And 47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and Secretary of War as the President swears in the seas of our United States military.
Are the dancers over 12?
Yes.
Hillary, Greg Rose. Oh, he hates to get booed. He hates it.
Please raise your right hands.
I need to raise my hand.
Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend
The people have spoken.
The people have spoken. Yeah, we can't hear you. I was flipping him off. I raised my right hand.
Yeah, I actually, I was. You know, both of us were fantasy football people, and to me, they ruined football when they militarized it. They ruined it.
Oh God. Yes, they absolutely. And that's why I quit watching it. You know, I kicked all of your asses at fantasy football. I love me some fucking NFL. I knew who all the rookies were preseason. Like, I knew football. I know football. And I just can't bring myself to watch it the last, 3 years. It's nothing but it's been gobbled up by corporations and the military industrial complex.
It's like
That's all it
rollerball.
fucking is. Yeah. And I can't do it anymore. It makes me sad because that was kind of my escapism. Like I told you last week, I was like, fuck, I'm so ready to just go find some bread and circuses. Maybe I should start watching football again.
Something. So you brought this. What's this? What's Scott Bessett going to lie about here?
Okay, so Trump, because everybody was freaking out, decided to throw out there that he might give everybody, because we're making so much money on the tariffs. Remember, I brought that clip the other week. A $2,000, not check, dividend that you could take as maybe a write-off on your taxes or a car loan or they put a bunch of different examples out there. But a lot of people think they were getting a check. And that's what they wanted you to believe. That's really why he put it out there. Yeah, because that way he looks like the good guy. Well, Trump wants to send you money, but the Democrats won't let him.
Yeah, here we go. Let's listen to Bessett lie again.
Yeah. Come on.
You know, it could the $2,000 dividend could come in lots of forms, in lots of ways, George. You know, it could be just the tax decreases that we've seen on the president's agenda. You know, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security, deductibility of auto loans. So, you know, those are substantial deductions.
If you're getting Social Security, you're normally not really in a tax bracket where it would even help you.
No, it wouldn't. And once again, I think on the last show I talked about a little bit about tariffs, about how they really hadn't kicked in yet. And some of them have, but, you know, I'm talking about him making deals with China because China bent him over and told him to fuck off, basically. So he drew back on the tariffs. Remember how
Did you
adamant
see
he was?
Today? They announced that he pulled back on a lot of commodity tariffs, like produce and a bunch of them. Like, oh, okay, well, the American people need these ones, so maybe
we can't. We need the workers. We need the H-1B workers and everything else.
Exactly.
You know, I can't be having no Hunger Games going on. I've still got 3 years left. So
it is the fucking Hunger Games. I called my aunt the other day. I go, how's it going? She goes, oh, you mean in the fucking Hunger Games? I was like, yeah, it is
that's what it
Games.
is. Everybody feels that way too. And did you bring that? I brought this, didn't I? Did I bring this? Epstein file petition.
I don't give a shit about the Epstein stuff.
Led by Thomas Massey, gets last signature needed to Oh, yeah, they swore in the Arizona rep. So my question with this is are you ever
You snuck this in, or I would have put it in the Epstein section.
Are we really going to get the Epstein files?
No, we're going to talk about it because we got some Epstein emails, but it's further down in the deck. I should have checked the deck today. You always are very, very sneaky on Saturday and sneak shit in.
I didn't put anything in today. Anyway, this was the first thing in the deck this week, and I just wanted to. I don't even remember what it was, but it was Teddy Cruz,
the Zodiac killer.
Yeah, this guy, he's a psychopath, and you know, I'm platforming him because we have such a big platform. Shame on me. Here we go.
I came into Congress 13 years ago with the stated intention of being the leading defender of Israel in the United States Senate. And I've worked every day to do that.
He's got some competition.
And him and Lindsey Graham and all the other ones. So
because they all are now. So I don't think he holds that title anymore.
No,
I mean, they all came in with that intention after they got a big old payoff.
Yeah, no, they're foreign agents. If at the least they're in violation of their oath of office. You know, and they should be thrown out. Of course, I think that 90% of Congress should be thrown out. Did you bring this Kim one? You must have brought Kim. I didn't bring Kim.
I did. So we don't get any food stamps or any Medicare or nothing. But guess what? Israel's getting a new American base.
Oh, no.
Get this, the Pentagon is preparing to drop $500 million, $500 million, building a new U.S. base in Israel on the Gaza border. According to Israeli officials, the planned U.S. base along the Gaza border would house several thousand troops tasked with maintaining the ceasefire. The move signals Washington's determination to deepen its involvement in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. This is just absolutely outrageous that Donald Trump would even consider doing this. I am so outraged by this. Why are we spending this money? I thought we were America first. Israel should have the base, and Israel should be paying for it, and Israel should be dealing with this, not the United States. But the U.S. is now being asked and planning to spend more money at the behest of Israel. They want a bunch of American soldiers, American infrastructure. They want troops from all around the world to guard and to be there so that they get killed. And then when an American troop is killed, media is going to be blasting all over the news. You see, the Palestinians are evil animals. They're killing Americans too. They're killing you too. We're here to save you. Don't you understand? Israel is here, and we are the last bastion of hope to save the West from these horrific Arabs who are now killing Americans. This is
You want to refresh your deck? I need to move this.
That's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works. And honestly, when people start talking about the SNAP benefits and screaming about going and getting a job somewhere, everything else, I break it off in their eye socket every single time. I go, so you're worried about $1.7 billion when we've been sending hundreds of billions of dollars to Israel, to Ukraine, and to Argentina now. And I looked it up, and we're sending another $44 billion to assorted other small countries to buy them off too. Yeah. So, you know, the $1.7 billion that it costs to feed people who actually need to have food. And they're
your neighbors.
And everybody, they think that these people are lazy for the most part. Are you kidding me? They're not lazy. Most of them are already working.
Here's the thing. You're right. You've got to be working for most of them to even qualify for fucking food stamps. And then if you work too much, then you don't fucking qualify. So, you know. Shut up. Yeah, you don't understand. The people that rank on food stamps don't know food stamps.
They don't know they don't know shit. What's Kash Patel talking about? His girlfriend or what?
You brought this. I don't know.
Okay. FBI
his
director.
Girlfriend.
America needs to wake up and prioritize Israel. We'll make sure we stand by her. Oh shit. Okay, here you go.
We will shut off the machinery that feeds money into Iran. We will no longer have 100 hostages still in captivity, Israeli and American and otherwise, by Hamas.
Oh my God,
and
don't bring up the
Hezbollah
hostages.
mercenary forces. We need America to wake up and prioritize Israel and bring home Israelis and make sure we stand by our number one ally in Israel.
I don't think that's a recent clip of him. I think it was back when he was bullshitting everybody that time. But
He's still bullshitting everybody.
It's Israel. You brought a Fee Says, huh?
Of course I brought a Fee Says. Fee says all kinds of smart shit. She brought this yesterday. This was Maduro's message to America and Trump. Despite the attacks on him and the Venezuelan people by Washington, their Joker puppet, Maria Corina Machado, to unite...
Yeah, go ahead.
Machado. To unite for peace of the continent, no more endless war, no more unjustified war, no more Libya, no more Afghanistan. We need peace. This was Maduro yesterday, I want to say.
Okay, let's see what we got here. If I can find the right button to push.
What is your message to the people of the United States, President?
To unite for the peace of the continent. No more endless wars, no more unjust wars, no more Libya, no more Afghanistan.
Do you have a message for President Trump?
My message is yes, peace. Yes, peace.
That'll get you killed.
Yeah, that'll get you killed. That's get you overthrown. I don't think we have the resources to do it down there.
We tried. Remember, we sent a bunch of Zodiacs with idiots with airsoft guns. Does any of you remember that stupid shit?
Yeah, we've tried it a couple of times over the last, several years. So.
They thought the people were going to rise up. They always think that. They thought that about Cuba, too. Like, if we can just get, some few people in there, they'll rise up. Like, no.
What's Hegseth trying to steal this plaque to take it home, or what?
No, they got their new plaque over at the Department of War. They are super excited.
I wouldn't be proud of this. I'm not proud of this.
They are
all.
super fucking proud of it. Check it out. Oh, he knows how to use a screw. He screws all of us.
Nice. There we go.
That guy's an
There we
idiot.
go. Department of fucking War.
How is that idiot
I bet they went and
qualified
did
to
lots afterwards.
Jesus, unbelievable. I'm quite proud of this next slide because I caught a picture of Debbie Wasserman Schultz there and her dog. And until this happens, nothing will change. I guarantee it, everybody. Nothing's going to change. And I think everybody in the chat is probably going to agree with old Oz on that. That's the only way things are going to change.
She got beat with the ugly stick, didn't she?
Yeah,
Fuck.
I don't.
I don't normally rank on people's looks, but fuck, she is like a demon. She's like a demon. Remember on Devil's Advocate when you'd look at them and their faces would be all distorted and shit?
Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz and all of them. Yeah, John. Who does Jimmy? Jimmy always says, no matter who you vote for, you get John McCain. I agree with Jimmy on that. Absolutely. What is this? Is this somebody complaining?
I'm still ranking on Erica Kirk. I know it's not classy, but I don't care. This woman's insane. Have you seen her out there lately?
I just saw her putting fake tears in her eyes.
Jewels and she put her fake tears on with her leather pants, and then she came out and freaking made out with JD Vance damn near on stage.
Ew.
This woman's got a point here. This is just a quick TikTok.
Okay.
No one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD.
Call me crazy. Go ahead. Call me crazy. And I could just be someone who's completely in love with their husband, so I can't relate to Erica here. What? There are very few instances that one can make a statement and say but afterwards, and this isn't one of them. Saying no one can replace my dead husband but is wild. And I'm just curious, Erica, what similarities do you see between your dead husband, Charlie Kirk, and JD Vance?
Yeah, that's pretty sick, man. But
that was a poor choice of words for sure. Like,
yeah, that's awful. It's almost a Megyn Kelly level choice of words.
Oh, we're gonna get to Megyn. She's on the deck.
Good news, everybody. MSNBS is finally changing their name. They did today, as a matter of fact. Rebrand. MS Now. Rachel Maddow was over there pimping it the other day, and I was just laughing my ass off. They think they've got low viewership now after they've been lying to you for years, and I'm not leaving Fox out. They're great liars too, so CNN and all the rest of them. But to waste your time watching corporate media controlled now more than a sixth by the likes of David Ellison and Larry Ellison, who bought Paramount, CBS, and put totally incompetent Barry Weiss in charge of CBS News.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? I mean, not only did I cancel my Paramount Plus subscription, but I'm ripping it out of the dial so I could never put it back.
Did it actually cancel? Because I've been trying to cancel Netflix for the last 4 weeks now, and they won't let me.
Mine. I canceled mine the day I told everybody to cancel theirs. I had prepaid it up until the end of January or November.
They keep debiting my account, and fucking those motherfuckers. I put it on hold, and then I canceled it. They still keep charging me.
Just get a new debit card. That's the only way you can. I do that every couple of years. I get a new debit card just to clean myself out to make sure I'm not getting buttholed every month by something I forgot to do.
Oh, I get buttholed by a ton of different shit. Yeah, exactly.
All the frickin' time.
So did you see the Epstein email? Since you care about the Epstein files, I let that ship sail for me. I know where the money is. I know what Epstein was. And really, they want you to look at the trafficking more than they want you to look at the fact that he was an Israeli asset and the shit that he was doing via that. They're like, oh, look over here. He was with young girls. Don't pay attention to all of this money and weapons trafficking and, everything else bad that he was doing. So the House Democrats decided, well, we're going to let these emails out that reference Trump. And this was the White House's response to what those emails said.
Thanks for being here, Bev. Ouija.
Thank you, Caroline.
Sure.
I have your statement about the new Epstein emails that have been released by House Democrats. Separate from why you believe the emails were made public, can you address their substance? Did the president ever spend hours at Jeffrey Epstein's house with a victim?
These emails prove absolutely nothing other than the fact that President Trump did nothing wrong. And what President Trump has always said is that he was from Palm Beach, and so was Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein was a member at Mar-a-Lago until President Trump kicked him out because Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile and he was a creep. And this email you refer to with the name of a victim that was unredacted now and has since been reported on in this room, so I will go ahead and say it, Virginia Giuffre. And it was CBS's own reporting, Ouija, that recently wrote that Miss Giuffre maintained, and God rest her soul, that she maintained that there was nothing inappropriate she ever witnessed, that President Trump was always extremely professional and friendly to her. And so I think it's a question worth asking the Democrat Party, and you should all go ask them after this briefing, of why they chose to redact that name of a victim who has already publicly made statements about her relationship with Jeffrey Epstein and is unfortunately no longer with us. Mary.
Because the Democrats love to bang the drum of Trump was a part of the Epstein files. Here's the thing. Virginia Giuffre, and she doesn't say her name right, did testify that she did encounter Trump and that Trump never did anything illegal or
in her
disgusting.
opinion. Yeah, go ahead.
In her opinion. Exactly. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. And I'm going to keep
She's
screaming.
dead. She's gone. I believe that she was taken out. I will never believe she took herself.
I absolutely believe that, just like Charlie Kirk and so many, Seth Rich and all of them. I mean, we have the most corrupt government in the world. And what's Jeffy talking about here? This is 2010. 2010. Okay. Here we go.
Have you ever had a personal relationship with Donald Trump?
What do you mean by personal relationships?
Have you socialized with him?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of 18?
Look at his face.
Though I'd like to answer that question, at least today, I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights, sir.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would
I
you,
did. I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Listen to Trump.
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so.
Yeah, I guess
because,
I would.
You don't know. You don't
So
want to affect
casual.
people's lives if it's phony stuff in there, because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole.
There's a lot of phony stuff in there.
But I think I would, or at least.
Do you think that would
That's
restore
talking about covering your
I
ass
don't know
right
about
there.
Epstein so much as I do the others.
What an odd thing to say.
What an odd thing to say.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've never heard Jeffrey Epstein's voice before.
Oh, you've never watched those interviews? I've watched all those hours and hours of interviews, but I watched them back in 2016, 2017. I was aware of Jeffrey Epstein before he even got arrested the time when he got killed.
Well, Megyn Kelly put her foot in her mouth this week.
Well, yeah, she did.
Megyn Kelly wants to know what the big deal is about Epstein, Trump, and the pedophile ring. He wasn't into like 8-year-olds. What?
So I brought the clip because when I saw you put that on the deck, I was like, what the fuck did Megyn Kelly do? Yeah. And Comrade Misty's Putin buddy, she put up a great post and shared it. And she said, this bitch has a teenage daughter. Disgusting. So here's exactly the context of what she said.
Yeah, I did watch this. If I can get it started. Oh, and she's with Yuckable there. Okay.
Yuckable.
As for Epstein, I've said this before, but just as a reminder, I do know somebody very, very close to this case who is in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And this person has told me from the start, years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls. And I realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a passerby. And that is what I believed, and that was what I reliably was told for many years. And it wasn't until we heard from Pam Bondi that they had tens of thousands of videos of alleged, forgive me, they used to call it kiddie porn, now they call it child sexual abuse material, on his computer, that for the first time I thought, oh, no, he was an actual pedophile. I mean, only a pedophile gets off on young children abuse videos. She's never clarified it. I don't know whether it's true. I have to be honest. I don't really trust Pam Bondi's word on the Epstein matters anymore. Yeah, so I don't know what's true about him, but we have yet to see anybody come forward and say, I was I was under 10. I was under 14 when I first came within his purview. Look, you can say that's a distinction without a difference.
No, it's not.
I think there is a difference. Yeah. There's a difference between a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old. You know, it's just whatever.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that was.
I don't know. I mean, once you see the full context of it.
Well, no, that was the context, but you know, you be better prepared, and you know, even he liked 15-year-old girls. Even making that into a context.
That's not acceptable. You know, it was. So we've changed as a society as to how we look at this, as to even that we did in the 80s, the 70s, you know, you talk about the 70s groupies. I mean, 92, I was 15 years old and I met my husband who was 27 at the fucking time. Oof. My parents lost their fucking mind, but you're not going to stop a 15, 16-year-old girl when she's got, you know what? My parents, there was no stopping me. Like, oh, fine, I'll fucking move out. I mean, I look at it different now that I'm older, but I look back at it as fuck. Okay, maybe I was groomed, but I was smarter than him. I mean, he was a dumbass, like, you know. So I don't know. I've put a lot of thought into this lately because I was that 15-year-old girl who was running in much, much older circles. I mean, I was hanging out with 30-year-olds when I was 15 and 16, but they were immature, drug addict, drunk, partiers.
So you're saying you were very mature for your age, is what you're saying?
Well, no, I mean, that's part of the grooming process, right? They tell you that, oh, you're so mature for your age, and I believed it, you know, and I took all that responsibility on my shoulders and got a house and a job and had a kid and did all of that by the time I was 18. And I often wonder, you know, had I been allowed to finish growing up, you know, who I would have been. But yeah, I don't know. There is a difference, and I think we've changed as a society. Kelly Lane says, in other news, Bill Binney has rescheduled for Tuesday, November 18th at 7 p.m. Where, Kelly? What channel? I love me some Bill Binney. I do.
Yeah,
I always have.
I do too. Well, I think, you know, the first time I did my thing, I was under 18, and my girlfriend was a little bit younger than me at that point. So, you know, probably.
Well, you were still in the legal range, but then you have like my little brother who was 18 and his girlfriend was 15, and he ended up going to jail for a year and then carrying a sex offender title with him for the rest of his life.
Great. Not so good. Before we go to the halfway point in the show, and we've got a banger of a cover there. I didn't know this, and I am glad that I ran across this, but you know how we always beat the shit out of Hollywood. Well, there are still people in Hollywood who are actually human beings and have ethics. And Alan Rickman, you know,
Rickman. Didn't he
Professor?
pass?
Yeah, he died. Professor Snape and the villain in the first Die Hard movie.
Yeah, I love me some Alan Rickman.
Yeah, he's great actor. But he was an ethical, moral guy too. Here you go.
Alan Rickman brought Palestine to the stage and paid the price for it. Most people know Alan Rickman as Severus Snape from Harry Potter, but he also risked his career for Palestine. In the early 2000s, he came across the writings of Rachel Corrie, a 23-year-old American activist killed by an Israeli-operated bulldozer while protesting a Palestinian home demolition.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I blew it.
Well, that gives me more
Alan
respect
Rickman
for
brought
Alan
Palestine to the stage, protesting a Palestinian home demolition in Gaza. Rickman and journalist Catherine Viner turned her diaries and emails into a play called My Name is Rachel Corrie. Corrie wrote lines like, I feel like I'm witnessing the systematic destruction of a people's ability to survive. And it's important to draw a firm distinction between the policies of Israel and Jewish people. That's kind of a no-brainer. The play premiered in London in 2005 to critical acclaim. But when it was set to open in New York, it was suddenly postponed after political pressure. Rickman called it, quote, censorship born out of fear. The media branded him anti-Israel. He was warned it would destroy his career. Still, he stood firm, saying, quote, this is a human story. People should hear it and decide for themselves. At the height of his fame, Alan Rickman used his art to spotlight Palestinian suffering through the words of a young woman who tried to stop it. Did you know this about Alan Rickman? Who else was supporting Palestine decades ago? Let me know in the comments.
I love that. God rest Alan Rickman. I did love him as an actor.
Yeah, I did too. I thought he was superb. I mean, so many actors these days are the same person, whether it's, they act the same way in every movie. Where he had dementia.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, Gal Gadot.
Have you seen that TikTok somebody did of her acting? Oh, it's so fucking funny.
Yeah, and that was Rachel Corrie. That's something near and dear to our hearts. We've been talking about Rachel Corrie ever since we started this thing. Yeah, she's from Washington. Was it Golden, Washington is where she's from?
No, she's from Bainbridge Island.
Bainbridge Island,
by
that's
me.
right. That's right. And the Israelis did to her what they're doing to Palestinians. They're running over them with heavy equipment. In her case, it was a bulldozer. She was trying to save a Palestinian home, and they just ran her over. So, sick fucking country. We're gonna lighten it up a little bit. And Shannon and I were talking in the green room. We can't have nice things in the United States of America anymore because we're all scrounging and scratching to feed ourselves, to get homes, housing, transportation, and everything else. But in Paris, still, it looks like they still can do some things uplifted. And this really kind of made my day, Shanda, because I would love to be at a market and see one of these flash mobs. Of course, this was rehearsed over and over again, but they did a beautiful job, and it's just nice to see people having a little fun, because I haven't had fun in years. When's the last time we had fun?
Great song too.
Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. Just a moon more, I need nothing but because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Anywhere the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, 'cause if nothing really matters.
They're going to take us down again.
Well, then you better pause it.
Too late, my time has come. Sent shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you.
Even if you put us on screen. Wow, this chick can sing. Now I really want to go to France.
I'm going to pause it, and then we're going to come back and do the other half, okay? Because I don't want him to take this down. It's too good. So,
well, that's why I had you put us on screen, because I was worried it was going to take us down. But yeah, I'm obsessed with going to France lately.
Yeah,
my whole house is decked out in Eiffel Towers. Like,
it's just nice that they can still do that over there. And of course, YouTube's screwing us up. But I'll play the second half of it.
YouTube is really spanking us tonight.
Yeah, really beating the shit out of us. Anyway, we have. This is what's for
closers.
No, they won't. They won't for the closers. This right here is she's a tech. She's in the medical industry. Give this a listen, Shanda.
I'm a respiratory therapist, okay? I take travel contracts for work right now, and I do that because it's twice the money. For 3 months out of this year, I did home care. I made $32 an hour. I worked 40 hours a week, at least 40 hours a week, okay? My biweekly take home after taxes, retirement, and health insurance for me and my 3-year-old daughter, my biweekly take home was right around $1,600. Okay, multiply that by 2, gets you through a month, $3,200 a month take home, right? Sounds like good money, doesn't it? Should be good money, $32 an hour, right? $3,200 a month to live on. Anybody should be able to live on that, right? Right. That's what I thought too. Okay. So my rent was $1,400 a month. Now, mind you, that's decent. That is below the national average. Okay.
That is
rent $1,400 a month.
Yeah.
Gas and electric, they'd wax and wane. You know, electric's higher in the summer, gas is higher in the winter. But between the two of them, they averaged around $300 for the two of them. Okay. So we're at $1,700 a month. Full time Monday through Friday childcare for my 3-year-old. $1,100 a month. I'm now at $2,800 of my $32. I have $400 left to put gas in my car, groceries on the table, toiletries, you know, shampoo, conditioner, toilet paper, laundry detergent, any copays if we decide to go to the doctor's office.
You're doing better than most, honey.
Fuck a car payment. You might as well drive a paid off car. Mind you, I don't. I have a car payment, okay? Car insurance. All of that is supposed to be covered by $400 a month. If I sat down with somebody, I'm from Michigan, if I sat down with somebody from Michigan Works and they put together my expenses and they put together what I make, I would qualify for SNAP benefits. And I would need them in order to keep me and my daughter afloat with me working full time, making $32 an hour.
TikTok, man.
What is not clicking, guys? Oh, get a job. Oh, the few bad ones are ruining it for all the good. I don't care how many people are abusing the system. You cannot shut the whole system down and just say, oh, well, sorry. 2 Joe Schmoes from bumfuck nowhere don't want to get a job. So since we decided they qualify and they've been abusing the system, like, revamp the qualification system then. Revamp the system.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, that's most Americans are this way. What are the first things that you let go? Your car insurance, you know, you don't buy yourself new clothes for fucking years. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's a mess. AI and automation could eliminate nearly 100 million jobs in the U.S. over the next decade. They're already starting to eliminate jobs, guys. So I don't know what the answer is. Do you, Shanda? Do you know what the answer is?
It's happening. It's coming. The new paradigm is here. We're just all waiting with bated breaths or our breaths held to see what it's going to be. Yeah. How are we going to be expected to live? We're not. They have to get rid of a huge fucking mass of us. And so then they're going to play the next card. You know, we had the COVID card, and they're just going to keep fucking playing shit on us till they wheedle us down.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. You brought this one with Luigi, right?
Just an update on Luigi Mangione. Still hasn't received a laptop to review the over 7 terabytes discovery ahead of his next state hearing on December 1st. So we're less than 2.5 weeks away, and you know how big a terabyte is, Oz. Like you could download half your computer onto a terabyte.
Been doing this show for 4 years, and I don't have anything close to a full terabyte of shows.
He's got 7 terabytes of discovery, and we know this guy's a patsy. We know that the shit was planted. They are just going to railroad him out. So me, if I had a badge for every time for every medical adventure I survived, and that is so true for me. Fuck, I survived some crazy ones this week. I'll tell you what, after having the blood transfusion, I can tell you why the elite want fresh blood, because you feel fucking great once you get a bag of blood.
But they're drinking it.
Well, they're getting transfusions too, but you feel fucking amazing when you get a good, boost of some blood. So guess what? Russia announces cancer vaccines ready to be provided free of charge to patients worldwide. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you live. You too can get the cancer vaccine from Russia.
Yeah. The only problem with that
now, I already had it, and sadly it didn't work on me. It didn't work.
What do we got here?
Aldi wants you to eat the bugs, considering selling insects as affordable protein option. Yummy.
So we need to grow insects now. Okay. All right.
Well, we've been saying you eat the bugs, right?
Let me go back here. All right. This is a video. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't remember what this is.
Check this out really quick for me. I just noticed that everything at the store happens to have some sort of sale tag. Like, almost every style of item has a tag.
Why do you think that is? It's interesting. All of a sudden now, every single chip that's been expensive for the last couple of months, last year, has gone down in price. Canned food items. I mean, my son wanted me to get him ramen. You know how much it is? 9 cents. You tell me why everything is on sale. Planning for something?
Just testing. Going down a completely different aisle. Jibs, tuna, soups, cookies.
Does anybody have a reason why? Leave it in the comments.
I know
why.
Explain
this one to me.
They're closing the store, guy. That's what they're doing. They're liquidating their inventory because every other damn store I go into, I've gone to 4 different stores throughout the
world. We have 2 stores left where I live.
Yeah, they're up. Everything's up. Prices are up. I don't care what they say. And speaking of that, Wendy's is going to close how many stores? While opening 101, they're going to close 300 more stores. So fast food's dead. Shit. Can you afford a hamburger and fries and a Coke now?
Dude, have you been by Wendy's for a burger?
No, I haven't. We haven't.
And fries, just regular fucking burger fry. It's $40. It's $20 per person. Basically.
Yeah. Well, why would you do that when that would be a sack of groceries with one hand?
Well, yeah, not really a sack of groceries, because I'll tell you what, I went grocery shopping the other day and I spent $300 and I had 3 bags. I was like,
well, they're not the only ones that are closing, but there are a lot of fast food. They're like wastelands. They're, and the quality of the food's gone down because they're cutting corners. And I won't. Well, we haven't done fast food. Yeah, I won't even support companies like McDonald's or Starbucks or any of them because they're knee deep in Israel. They're feeding the IDF.
Oh yeah.
Is this a funny?
It's a funny. I brought it a funny.
Okay, here you go.
Welcome back to Wendy's. Fresh, never frozen. Well, mostly. You're gonna love what's inside this one. We fry everything in our special blend of seed oils and preservatives. Keeps it crunchy, even after it dies. We say it's never frozen, but you didn't think we really meant that, right? It's just marketing. Oh, this one's loaded with corn syrup, red 40, and phosphoric acid. Don't worry, it's FDA approved. Every bite is a mystery. Beef, soy, or something else? It's all part of the flavor adventure. Just look at our happy customers, full of joy, flavor, and a little bit of seed oil in every cell.
Where's the beef?
You know, that's a big point, because it's the seed oils they're finding out, and the mono starches that they've been screwing with, that's killing us and making us, you know, sick.
I can't even tell you the last time I went out and ate at a fast food joint.
It's been 5 years for us. We haven't, you know, ever since the pandemic.
Oh, there's been sometimes like during treatment where I've had no choice. You know, we're hungry and we're.
Verizon's about to cut 15,000 jobs, and that goes along with, you know, all these other places, Amazon and T-Mobile. If you think there's companies not cutting jobs, I got news for you. This is just the beginning.
Oh, but they want to give you a free phone so you'll get on the 5G network.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, free phones. Yeah, T-Mobile.
Yeah, free phones. Nothing's for free, people. Don't fall for it, because it's Christmas time and they're doing all their phone specials, right? You can get 5 lines and 5 free phones.
This is not as recent as they might say. Some of them are, but UPS has been laying off for the last 2 years. 48,000 employees. Amazon up to 30,000. That's pretty recent. Intel 24,000. Nestle 16,000. Can't tell you how much I hate Nestle. AccuCenter 11,000, Ford 11,000, Novo Nordisk 9,000, Microsoft 7,000, PwC 5,000, Paramount 2,000 because they've got bought by Ellison, Salesforce 4,000. That
should start with Barry Weiss.
I don't think Target's long for this country. They're 1,800.
They're actually owned by a corporation called Dayton Hudson.
Yeah. They're actually huge, but Target's never been very good as far as I'm concerned, stocking or anything. Kroger, 1,000 employees. Applied Materials, 1,400. Meta, 600 employees.
Meta.
This is just a fraction of what's coming down the pipe. I will say it again. Between Black Friday and fourth quarter 2025, this is all going to accelerate. The economy is going to be crashing so fast, your head's going to spin. So.
Oh, but we're going to have the best Christmas retail season we've ever seen.
Well, let's hear from your epic economist guy.
I know we can see his face now. I love it.
Everything kind of comes together. You have people not getting paid because of government shutdowns, foreclosures are going up, auto repossessions are going up, credit cards, student loans, people are missing payments. And the thing is, if you can't pay your rent for even 1 month, that eviction process can start pretty quickly. There's no grace period. So people are thinking, well, what about buying a home?
I'm an American citizen who did everything right. Got a full ride to college. In fact, college actually paid me to go to college. I have a job that I love that pays well, and I can't afford to live here. So if you think that we're being dumb or lazy or just not quite smart enough to make it by, fuck you. It's hard out here, and it's not because we're not trying. It's not because we didn't do everything right the first time around.
What do you go to college for anymore? There's no jobs available.
Yeah, there's no jobs. Exactly.
Better learn a skill, better learn a trade, you know.
But good news, Trump realizes that there's a problem, and he is introducing a 50-year mortgage, so banks are now requiring your grandkids to co-sign your 50-year mortgage.
That's
Gonna
not
go
going to
get
work
one of
out
these
so
50-year mortgages?
No, I shit. Whatever. How the Bill stole Christmas. We're heading into the Christmas season, and our next show is going to be themed for the holiday, which we're not really going to be celebrating anything, but it'll be colorful. What is this? Who is this?
Now, this one just pissed me off. You know, when times get tough, right, you're supposed to be able to look towards the churches for help, the food bank lines, and this woman simply parked in their parking lot to sleep in her car, and this is how she's treated. Now, I have encountered many churches like this, and it's sad and just gross.
I just want to park my car and sleep. I'm not bothering anybody by being here. I don't cause any trouble. All I do is park my car here and sleep. That's it. I don't know where else to go. So what do you think you're going to accomplish by this man? Because it's not going to make you look good. I suggest both of you open the Bible and see Look what it says about homeless people and poor people and what you're supposed to do. Because it's not this. It's not this, and you know it. But I expect nothing from the church. I hope you're not turning that off. Record it all. Put it on Facebook. It's not going to make you look the way you think it is. It's not.
It isn't.
You don't have to call the police. But you would. You would, because that's what kind of people you are in this church. I'm going to put this on the internet, and a lot of people are going to see it, and you're going to be really embarrassed.
They should be ashamed. You know, as I go to this big Christmas house thing every year, I take the grandkids to it. I've done it for 25 years in my community. And yes, they do an amazing job of letting the kids get gifts for their parents, and you can get gifts for your kids. But they're the type of church, they want you to come in and they want to feed you and give you a few gifts. But they do not want you to come attend their services. Let me tell you, they don't want you to be any part of their cliquey little church. They just want to look at what we've done and, you know, go on your way. That's the type of churches.
Sounds like a politician virtue signaling.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Pretty scary when Walmart still lets you park in their parking lot all night.
Some of them not.
Yeah, so you brought this, and I was going to cash in all my pennies I've been saving, and Joey says,
maybe you should hold on to them.
Don't do it. So, yeah, you brought this.
The U.S. penny has minted its last penny has been minted. So keep your pennies. They're gone. No more will be minted.
The new ones haven't been copper for a number of years now.
No, they're plastic, aren't they?
Zirconian or something. Some kind of weird ass plastic metal. You brought a Billy Gates here. What's Billy up to?
Billy has had a 180 when it comes to climate change. So how does a guy blocking the sun cover organic fruit in film, insert fake meat into the supply chain, and openly discuss the depopulation without being called a supervillain? Yeah, he decided this week that climate change is no longer a thing, even though, you know, he's made a ton of money off of it over the last 20 years, and he's done a 180.
Yeah, he'll keep talking about it. The nuance of climate change needs a good conversation with people that know what they're talking about. I'm just going to touch on this real quick. I got really sick like 3 weeks ago, right after we did our last show, and I've been down fighting it. But I remember the day or two before I got sick, this is what it looked like over my house. And you can't tell me that these geoengineering, whether it's aluminum oxide they're spraying here, isn't fucking up the people who are living underneath this shit.
It's the strontium. It's the barium. There's so much bad stuff in it.
Yeah.
And don't tell me that when the government was shut down, they weren't spraying, because bullshit, they sprayed the shit out of us.
They did. And did you bring this Jack's page?
Jax. I always bring me a Jax page. Make America healthy again. #MAGA. Trump officially set to approve forever chemicals as pesticide ingredients. So critics say that the fifth PFAS, Trump's EPA has proposed for approving this year, would put food and water supplies at risk.
Shocked again. They keep shocking me.
Shocked.
You know, Shanda, I talked about it last show, I think, of how innovative China was, and that they built a bridge in record time that we couldn't build a bridge, you know, these days.
They're great at infrastructure, right?
Yeah. I have to mea culpa. One of the times I'll say I got a mea culpa because I woke up, I think it was Tuesday morning, and this is that beautiful bridge that they built. And if anybody didn't catch it.
Hi, everyone. On November 11th, 2025, local time in Western China, there was a spectacular collapse of a highway bridge that took out an abutment and several approach spans to this recently completed bridge. This is one of the major roadways leading to Tibet, and I'm just going to play this footage here. It's quite stunning. Now, apparently they anticipated that there may be a problem with the rock slope at this abutment. So the road was reported to be closed to traffic and construction personnel. And apparently they closed this bridge a day before this failure. And I've got several different camera angles I'm going to show you here. It looks like they were prepared for this potential disaster, although the available evidence to me indicates that this was a design failure.
Yeah,
well, at least their engineers caught it in time. Jeez.
Well, yeah, but I hope it wasn't the same engineers that put it up in the first place. At least nobody died. But can you imagine the amount of money you're talking about there to do something like that, and time and labor?
I watch a lot of history, and China is great for infrastructure, but they do it fast and they do it cheap and they take shortcuts. So I'm
Made in China has new meaning after this one. So sorry, guys.
Joey,
sorry, guys.
We're sorry.
I bet the nukes that they make still blow up, though.
Yeah, probably.
Is
this Brady? Is this Brady? Why would you bring Tom Brady?
Because I'm not for this, and I just like the stuffed animals when your pet passes away. I'm not for that. That doesn't make me feel good.
Don't stuff your pets, man. That's creepy.
Well, not your pets. They make a stuffed animal likeness of your pets, and then they send it to you. But Tom Brady took it to a new level.
Well, that's okay.
Tom Brady took it to a new level.
Tom Brady cloned his dog.
kid?
Yes, you heard that right. It turns out
Yeah.
Tom Brady's dog Judy is actually a clone of his late dog
Wasn't this a
Lua,
movie?
who passed away in 2023. Brady adopted Lua back in 2014 with his ex-wife Giselle. And so if you're thinking, wait, how is that even possible? Here's the deal. Brady teamed up with a biotech company who took a small blood sample from Lua before she passed. Then using cloning technology, they brought Junie into the world. But Brady isn't the only celebrity turning to science for a second chance with a former pet. It turns out Paris Hilton has done it too.
Oh, come on. This was a movie. What, Demolition Man or Minority? What movie was this? With Arnie, and he went in and they remade it recently. This was a movie. I'm telling you. What? Come on, Mastermind. You know what I'm talking about. What movie was this?
It was a movie. It's been the premise of a couple of movies, but
they've been cloning people all along. Come on, you really think Dolly was the first thing that got cloned? No, that was the first thing they told us about.
I know, but I'm just not for it. The spirit, you just can't.
The Sixth Day, is that what it was called? Commander Cobra?
Yeah.
It was, yeah. Did it have Arnie in it? For some reason, I thought Arnold was in it.
I'm not sure.
It was a great flick. I own it. Okay, I believe you.
Pet Cemetery. I like that, Jilly.
No, it wasn't Pet Cemetery, but that was a good movie.
Good job,
too,
Jilly. Anyway,
too bad it was a shit writer.
Shanda, I think we're going to have to take this down. Hollywood, go fuck yourself, because they have fucked themselves. They're done.
They have fucked themselves.
Yeah, talk about being clairvoyant. We called this.
Erasure, maybe, yeah.
We've had Hollywood go fuck yourself ever since we started the show, and they finally have. They fucked themselves with the help of Gavin Newsom.
Fucked themselves.
So the blame can be placed on everybody: the studios, the writers, the actors. Gavin Newsom. They have totally destroyed Hollywood. It is just a
their wokeness. Their fucking it was their wokeness that fucking finished it off.
Their
identity politics being snuck into everything.
Doing strikes, trying to pressure certain ways, and I'm all for strikes, but be smart about it, and they weren't. Anyway, this is our segment, Hollywood Go Fuck Yourself, and here you go. There's a movie, the Real or something, with the Kardashians now. I hear it's the worst thing they've ever made on TV. So
oh god, and it's got a bunch of really good actors in it. Glenn Close is in it.
Yeah, they shouldn't have done it. So anyway, go ahead.
Well, anything that's got Kim Kardashian in it, come on. The best thing she ever did was her sex tape. British man creates an app that filters out all Kardashian news. I'm here for that, man. I hate that family. I've never watched one episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians in my entire life. Raising teenagers, I still managed to never watch one single fucking episode, but I still know everything about this family. And I know I'm not alone. It's shoved down our fucking throats.
They're not movie stars, everybody. Whether you think that you heard they were, they're not. They are just created from, I would say, petri dishes. But there is a glass half full here. Chinese scientists are developing a drug that could potentially extend human life 150 years. So I'm saying the Kardashians are going to be the first ones to get that drug.
Well, did you see Kris Jenner's fucking birthday party at Bezos' house this week? She looked like she was fucking sweet 16. She's turned 70. She had her facelift that made her, I don't know where these new facelifts are coming from, these $1 million facelifts. they go from looking like the Crypt Keeper to looking like they're Sweet 16. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah, you brought this one of our most favorite actresses.
Fucking Amy Schumer decided that she got on the GLP-1, the shot, and she got all hot and sexy, so she dumped her husband and deleted all the pictures of her when she was fat and ugly. And there she is. Hollywood. Are you guys taking the GLP-1s? Is anybody out there? Are you guys on the Ozempic? I have a whole entire I have Ozempic in my fridge. I have a whole supply of it. And I think about it because, as you guys can see, cancer and all of the meds has put a lot of weight on me. I think about it all the time,
that's not really weight, though. That's not weight. That's bloating.
No, a lot of this is
water.
Bloating and puffiness and whatever. But still, I know. But still, I still think about it I could lose some weight. But
no,
that's evil.
You
that's
don't pump.
Evil. Yeah,
don't pump more drugs into you.
Movie.
No, that is terrible.
Did you watch The Substance with Demi Moore?
No.
Oh my God, watch it. Watch it. That movie was insane. Exactly. That's the way I look at it.
I'm having a hard time watching anything that depresses me, and everything that's coming out in entertainment these days, whether it's NCIS or action, murder, whatever.
Demi Moore got robbed. She should have got an Emmy for that movie.
I'm tired of things that bring me down. So that's another thing why.
That's called cake, Shanda. I love cake. You got me.
I'm not going to miss Paramount. I'm not going to miss CBS. I'm not going to miss CNN. I'm not going to miss any of these.
I watch
companies.
Mysteries at the Museum 24/7.
I'm going to be watching.
I love history.
I'm going to be watching old stuff that's free on Tubi. Anyway, Billy Bob actually gets it right.
Mr. T-Mobile.
And I hear that other Hollywood celebrities are finally getting their head out of their ass, and they're sounding more and more like Billy Bob Thornton.
Unless you have really studied stuff and really know about a subject fully, who the hell would want to listen to an actor or a musician talk about politics?
Nobody.
You know what I mean? It's are we supposed to follow this? I mean, if we are, what if they lead you down the wrong road?
During the interview, Thornton also called himself a radical moderate, saying what he thinks that he needs is a common sense party.
God, Billy Bob.
I've always liked me some Billy Bob.
Billy Bob's looked 70 for the past 20 years to me.
Nah, he has. He reminds me very much of one of my exes. Do you know he was best friends with John Ritter?
Oh, really? Really?
And he was Well, think about it. John Ritter was in Sling Blade.
So, Billy Bob is probably good friends with his son Jason Ritter, then. Who's a pretty decent actor. So you brought the Grinch. Is that the little girl that was in the Grinch, right?
Well, that is the little girl that was in the Grinch. She is a metal singer now, and she actually performed this week at the Rock and Roll Induction Hall of Fame when Soundgarden and Alice in Chains got inducted, and she covered their songs. But it was the first time that her and Jim Carrey had seen each other, and they were on the red carpet together.
Right on.
She played Cindy Lou Who.
Cindy Lou Who. That's
you always do a great Grinch. I love your Grinch. Your Grinch impersonation's amazing.
Oh yeah. I like doing that. I hope I can do. I hope I get in the spirit to do something this year, because again, we don't have a lot to celebrate, but I did.
Oz does the best Grinch. I'm telling you guys, his Max makes me crack up every time.
I did put up lights, and they do look pretty. And all of a sudden, I put up lights last week, and this week everybody's got lights up tonight. So I guess I led the way.
Oz gave me a demon cat this year, and I'm not going to be allowed to have decorations.
Dory the demon cat. Anyway, Stoner Corner, we're just about out of here. 420 special, let us pack your bowl, and marijuana can kill people. Ways it can. You eat a handful of marijuana and choke to death on it. A heavy crate of marijuana falls and crushes you. You slip on a baggie of marijuana and break your skull into 1,000 pieces. A serial killer's name is marijuana. Ways it can't. smoking marijuana. And there's a pizza with a oregano grinder there. Real dangers of weed. This is so right on. That looks like an eclair with tomatoes, lettuce, and everything
I've been
else.
stoned enough to eat that.
So have I. Dude, I'm so baked. I know, dude. I feel really fried. So totally fried. Anyway, that's our Stoner Corner for this week. And now we are at Meme Alley. And we've got some pretty good memes. I push a lot of these memes. What's going on there? I check them with Shanda beforehand, and she kind of gives me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And Shanda, giggling, doesn't answer my question when I send you these memes. So you're going to have to say yes or no, because some of them are a little bit too dicey for me. So many apocalyptic stories about man and his dog, but what about, hear me out, a woman and her army of possums? That would be
I
you,
have an
right?
army. I have a full fucking army now. I have like 6 generations out there. I have big ones, I have medium ones, I have little ones, I have baby ones. They're so cute. I'm going to go feed them as soon as
Joey does not get that. She thinks they're like rats. And she just doesn't get it.
No, they're nothing like a rat.
Yeah, you'll have to explain it to her. Start every phone call with "my phone is about to die." That way you can hang up on them whenever you want. That's a good idea. Now here's some cooking. Here's some cooking suggestions for Thanksgiving. If you want your bird to be the main focus on Thanksgiving, cook the neck and the gizzards like this. And if your mama, auntie, grandma, if you're, I never thought about that, but that isn't a bad idea. If your mama, auntie, grandma, etc., ever smoked cigarettes back in the day, she had one of these. And can you attest to having one of those? Yeah.
My aunties did. All of my aunties had those. Bring me my coin purse.
And here we have when your home improvement project doesn't turn out as planned. And I actually,
I've had a few houses where they do look like nipples on the ceiling.
Me too. Me and my friends attempting to manifest affordable groceries. No shit. That is too true. It's so scary. And Star Trek had an episode of the Doomsday Machine with William Wyndham, and I think it was one of the best original Star Trek episodes ever. The new photograph reveals the unrecognizable shape of the interstellar object 3I.
No
is that
way.
3I Atlas? No.
Is that real?
No.
Okay.
God, I hope not. If it is, we're doomed, and I might say we got it.
Well, just wait for it. Wait for it, because that thing's supposed to land or to come by. December 19th is when it's supposed to be here. The way they've been playing it up in the media, I would not be surprised if our government tries some fucking Project Blue Beam bullshit with it.
Blue Beam or send up a
one
shuttle.
of their psychops.
Send up a shuttle with nukes on it or something. They're dumb enough to do that. Remember, no one is perfect. Everyone has a crack. Everyone's ass has a crack in it. Funny how the people telling us to work until 70 never lifted anything heavier than a pin. And ladies and gentlemen, I give you Ben Shapiro's philosophy right there. And he doesn't want us to ever retire. Ben Shapiro is not only an idiot, a con man, and a grifter, but one of the worst human beings on the planet as far as I'm concerned. I'm getting stronger with age. I can now lift $100 worth of groceries with one hand. When they call you into work on your day off and the bat signal gotta fuck you, I've cooked for people I should have poisoned. So yes, I do have self-control, and that would be me. Amen. Now we've got Remember When, and we're about out of there. It's been a fun show, and I don't want to get us held up and taken down. I'm running out of time. So here we go with this. You put this in here. This kind of grossed me out. What are these? Are these deviled Jello shots?
I don't know. You were alive in the 60s for this shit. I wasn't. So pure Jello in your deviled egg holder. Put Jello in your and put it in the fridge. When you set up, put a little whipped cream. Oh, no. No.
I've had that. I have had that, as I remember. It wasn't eggs, though. It was something else. People who cook gravy from scratch think they're better than everybody else. Yes, I am. Yes,
I do
am.
think I'm better because I can make gravy, man. I've lived in the South. I know how to make a
my
good
mom
gravy
my mom was born and raised in Arkansas, and that's the first thing they make the best greasiest damn gravy you
Great.
ever
You gotta
had.
have grease, man. You gotta have grease and
God.
butter in there.
You know, honestly, on that note, when I cook here, you've seen our kitchen. You know, it's very efficient the way it's set up. It's like a horseshoe in there. And I made something I made dinner the other day, and it was really good. I can't even remember what it was because I've been cooking a little bit more.
I think you sent me a picture of it, but it looked good. Whatever
I
it was.
haven't been spending a lot of time. A lot less time on the web. I've unplugged.
Good.
Per se.
It's good for you, and it's
getting
good for
away
all
from
of
the
you.
computer more.
Unplug.
Plus,
Get
I can't
away.
sit in the chair. But to my point, Joey comes in the kitchen. She goes, "This is a crime scene. This isn't cooking." And I said, "Joey, I got to use that, you know, because it is a crime scene." My mom, the greatest cook in the world, but Jesus Christ, if you had to come in behind her and clean up, you want to kill yourself. I mean, there's grease on the walls and the ceiling, and pots and pans filled up the dishes and everything else. It's just a nightmare. But the food was fantastic. 1985 to 1995, we grew up with scratch CDs, tangled cassette tapes, untangled hearts. We didn't chase followers. Sorry, can't read.
No.
We chased sunsets, ice cream trucks, and our friends down the block. That's what we did.
That's right.
So, you know, back then, and
bags of weed.
And if you've never seen American Pop, it's worth watching. Just look it up. It is fantastic. It's got some of the best music in it. I know I did an intro of heavy metal, but this was my favorite, American Pop. It was great. Let me see. Where the hell am I here? I promise we're out of here. Yeah, there we are. Mother-in-Law. Did you ever watch The Mothers-in-Law?
I don't think so.
Eve Arden and I can't remember Kate.
Before my time.
And of course, Marcus Welby, MD, Robert Young, James Brolin. You know, people were saying, what was the most trusted TV doctor ever? It was Marcus Welby, I have to say.
It was Quincy. I'm sorry. It will
Quincy
always
was great, but Marcus Welby was my time. And James Brolin
Quincy will figure out why you died.
Yeah, well, that's after the fact. The first bottle of Coca-Cola from 1894 contained at least 3.5 grams of cocaine. No wonder it got addicted.
Those were the
Explains
days.
why our this is the best part, though. It explains why our parents and grandparents could walk to and from school uphill both ways in the snow barefoot. Yeah, that's how it worked. Now, Shanda,
that's true.
you know what this thing is? This little cork thing here is with the thing on it.
A butt plug?
I'm could be. Lets the farts so freely. I am positive. I'm positive you will not know what this is. If you really know, then you must be old. Well, I'm pretty damn old, everybody, because I am going to cheat the chat and tell you what that's for. You put that into a bottle of water and vinegar, and you shook it on your shirts and your clothing when you ironed them.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's a shaker.
Okay.
It's a shaker.
Okay.
It's a shaker. It's a shaker for iron because we used to
Bottle
use
stopper,
vinegar.
yeah.
We used to use vinegar. So that's what that is. And one of the best-selling toys ever, not too long ago, was a
Speaking of toys.
Big Wheel. Speaking of toys, Big Wheels. And then when I was a kid, this is how we made a playlist. No shit. And yes, I am that old. And the paper was so shitty, you couldn't even write on it because it would tear. It had those lines on it. That's when I was learning how to write, cursive writing.
Well, they don't teach cursive writing to the kids anymore. They
I
gave
know.
that up years ago.
I was born. I could write cursive before I even got into second grade. The teacher had me on the chalkboard doing cursive because she was so impressed with my writing. I don't know if it's a left, right, or brain damage thing all over. Anyway, we've got Nielsen ratings once again. The Beverly Hillbillies in 1962 knocked it out of the park with Lucille Ball Show. Ben Casey, Bonanza. Red Skelton should have been up at the top for me.
Oh, Bonanza.
Candid Camera, The Danny Thomas Show, Great Man, Andy Griffith, Dr. Kildare, rest in peace, Richard Chamberlain, and The Dick Van Dyke Show. So, yeah, those were great ones back then.
So I got to tell you, I figured out who the Zodiac Killer is. There's a good special out there, and he looked just like Haas from Bonanza.
Oh, he did. He did look like Haas.
Yep.
Well, that's the show, everybody. Sorry I didn't get to finish the Queen cover, but it's really good if you run across it. These days, I get most of my exercise from shaking my head in disbelief, and that's not about Shama Sawant. I appreciate what she's trying to do, but you want to speak to this a little bit?
Yeah, no. If you're in District 9, support Shama.
She's going up against one of the worst damn Democrats in Washington State. He is owned lock, stock, and barrel by the military-industrial complex.
Yeah.
Adam Smith, and I believe him to be one of the biggest scumbags in Washington State. But we've got lots of scumbags in Washington State, and all of them are doing it.
They're just
they're not talking about stay out of war or health care or anything else. They're virtue signaling and having photo ops with high school kids. So that's
and they're selling us off to the military-industrial complex. I mean, the Olympic Peninsula where I live, Derek Kilmer has completely sold us to the Navy. So
that's what it is. So anyway, we're about out of here. It's night. Thanks for everybody for sticking around. We have a great outro. We have a great outro tonight. Little Zepparella.
It was so fun hanging out with everybody tonight. The whole fams was here. Oz, yes, everybody was here. Yeah, so good to see everybody. It picks up my spirits and keeps me fighting. And I am going to get Trailer Park Pundit back up and running. I'm fingers crossed. After the start of the new year, we'll hit the ground running and I will be good to go. I just got to get through this last round of chemo. And I'm hitting the alternative medicines really hard right now. So hopefully I can beat this back. I got a lot going on, so I'm trying.
And we're going to try and get back in 2 weeks on the 29th.
I want you to just go at your pace. I mean, I have my pace, but you've been so sick lately. I want you to get some much needed rest and help before.
Yeah, my doctor and I are going to have a meeting of the minds on this Thursday. We're going to find out one way or another whether he has to open me up with a pair of pliers and a chisel. What the hell is going on? Because this quality of life's no good. I don't have any energy anymore, so it's tough kicking these shows.
It breaks my heart to see it, to know where we were a couple of years ago to where you are now.
It takes us a week to write a show where we could write them in one day. A couple of years ago.
I know we used to be able to write a show in a day, right?
Yeah. So, but we hope the quality's there. Again, I apologize about the interruption, but YouTube is idiotic with their stuff. They say you can run it, but they don't. Anyway, Shanda requested some Led Zeppelin, and I've got two great covers from Zepparella. And hope you guys enjoy it. The outro is great. Hopefully we'll see you on the 29th.
Thank you so for the Rumble rants over there on the Rumble. All of our Rumble viewers. We appreciate and love you guys.
A belated thank you to Jody Havel for buying me a coffee last show. I did thank her privately. And when I do miss those, I'm really sorry because, I do appreciate the help financially. And if you can help out Sister Shanda, I know it's a rough time of the year, but anything will help. And Shanda, you're going to be putting up your GoFundMe a lot this week, right?
I only push it really when I really need help. And, so I got
your
my
food
meds.
money on your
thanks to Sister Fee and Brother Pasta, I got my meds upped and I'm on a good dose of the ivermectin and the fenbendazole now, so I haven't needed help with the meds, but when I do, I will put it out there.
All right, guys, have a great one. Love you guys. Stay safe out there.
Hammer of the gods.
attention and my